And as the big day draws nearer and nearer, we've a couple more dessert stouts to continue the holiday indulgences. But I tell you what, these desserts, they sure are starting to add up. And this week, both brews are collaborative efforts. First up, we have two of Norway's heavyweights. The always extravagant Amundsen and the equally outrageous Lervig. So combining these two, I'm expecting something just a little over the top. So grab your glasses and your headsets as we step into the world of virtual reality. Now I know we've featured Lervig once or twice before on the show, but I definitely think this is the first time we've had a Munson on. One of my favourite things about them is their fantastic can art. They always entice and are usually one of the first to catch my eye. And this little beaut is no exception. And here it is, the virtual reality. And as you can see, there are all sorts of treats on show, just in time for Crimbo. But it's more about what's inside the can that we care about. And in here we have a chocolate-covered peanut butter and toffee sundae, white imperial stout. And I don't know about you, but I found that very, very specific. But I'm not gonna lie, white stouts have never really managed to win me over. So I guess I'm a little on the fence about this one already. And truth be told, had I seen that white stout part, I probably would have left it on the shelf. And to compound my woes even further, I've noticed on the back here they've got a little mention of coconut. Not something I'm hugely keen on either, especially not in a beer. But to balance some of that coconut, we've got cacao nibs, coffee, cinnamon and vanilla. So quite the cocktail. Even if I am, say, a little less enthusiastic than I was a moment ago. But with that subtle hesitation, if anyone can make this work, it is these guys. So let's find out if they can. Let's get pouring. Oh, it is very pastry, very biscuity on the nose. And yeah, there is a little peanut butter and toffee in there as well, so definitely picking up those notes. And even a little bit of white chocolate, maybe. So that toffee, it's really, really sweet up top. And then it fades into a slightly less sweet caramel. And then that peanut and vanilla subtly fade into the mix. And then it closes out with a real sweet pastry. And there is a creamy, almost ice creaminess to the mouth. Although it would be nice if that body was just a little thicker to help back that up. It's got a real dark amber body to it. I never really know what to expect from white stouts. And lacking the use of any real dark or roasted malts, it's definitely not carrying through with any of those coffee or roasted or smoky notes you might expect to find in your average stout. And I think this is why white stouts never really float my boat. As this to me feels more like a sweet ale. And I tell you what, that coconut, it is starting to work its way ever more into that tail. And now we're down into the none of that sweetness is letting up. I was hoping maybe a little of that bitterness would start to show itself, or even some of that weight of alcohol would start to pull through, but it has remained a complete sugar rush. But it must be said, the balance of the beer is fantastic. Those advertised notes, they are there, they're present, they blend into each other perfectly. It's just a little too sweet even for me. So I never truly know what to expect from white stouts. Or maybe I do and I stay well clear because of it. But this one right here is an absolute sugar rush. It kicks off up top with these super sweet toffee and caramel notes before developing into that peanut butter sundae as advertised. Somewhat reminding me of praline, just a very sweet one. And although I am a fan of sweet beers, I do also like just a little bitterness to help balance them off a little. But here, there was none of that. Just sweet upon sweet upon sweet. It's more akin to an alcoholic milkshake than an 11% stout. I'd even go as far as to call it sickly at times. And as things go on, I was hoping for some of that 11% to show itself a little. Help balance off some of that sweetness. But oh no, it remains consistent to the death. Which, to be fair, is a nod to how well it has been brewed, that it can maintain such strong and vibrant flavours from top to bottom. But wow, it was something to get through. Now, if you have yourself an exceptionally sweet tooth, then this beer, oh my god, is it for you. But for me, although that sweetness really is beautiful up top, by the time you're halfway in, it becomes just a little too much.